Hello troops and welcome back to Hanning's Rest. I've put the trains off today because the video I made last week, the noise of the trains drowned out everything I said and it just didn't work. So aye, do it this way now I can get a clip-on mic. I'm going to show you what I've done with the rocks and a bit of scenery here and there. I'm also going to show you two locomotives that I've had for years. I did say in a video a while back I wasn't going to buy any more locomotives for my model railway apart from a jinty. It's two jinties I've got. One I've had since I was like 5 or 6. I got it for a 5th or 6th Christmas present with a train set with the terrible triangle car transporters that didn't stay on the track, these white grey plastic things. The other one I picked up 50 years ago off a mate who didn't want it anymore. The two of them had stopped running. The one that I got off my mate never ran properly. He tried to paint it and stuff like that. It ended up, it just didn't run and I didn't bother with it. I just chucked it in the cupboard out the road. The past couple of weeks I've been watching some videos on servicing locals and all that, and as you know I did up the Neller Hall that I'd put up for sale. I've still not sold it by the way, but hey, oh, somebody will buy it. It's a good local. So I've done up these two, well I've given them major services, and they both seem to be running alright. The other thing I want to talk about is a bit of track that I've got that I'm thinking of redoing. So we'll go to that first, right? Bear with me. Ooh. Right. And this is it here. It's this little siding that goes into the cattle dock and all that. Right, now I made a mess of this when I first did it because basically this is the first layout I've built since I was like 12 or 13, you know. This bit's too short and this bit's way too short. It's also taken up a lot of space in here doing nothing, do you know what I mean? There's a load of space in here that's no happening. So what I was thinking of doing was taking out these longer points and putting in the Pico set track points. You know, going the same direction, but obviously moving this one up a good bit to extend this bit. I might move this one down a bit to about here so that I can get an uncoupler in there so I can leave a brake van or whatever sitting up here. I don't know yet. But that's what I was thinking and doing with that, because I've not used this bit of track because it just doesn't work for me. And it's a bit of a shame because there was quite a lot of work went into this bit, you know, but hey. Anyway, so that was my thoughts on that, but as you can see I've already relayed this bit, but it still didn't work, so. Okay, right, this is my rock face. Now as you can see I've added bushes and whatever else in there. It's still not finished because I've run out of rocks for here. I'll need to get my wife into production and making some more rocks and stuff. But I think it's looking quite good now. It kind of sets this wee bit off. You know, I think it looks alright. There's some cleaning up today doing there, right enough. Right, on to the locals. Right. That's the first jet. That's the jinty I've had this since I was about 5 or 6. This one I got off a mate years ago. There's missing a body screw. I need to get a body screw for it. I'm going to paint this one up and I'll probably weather that one. But yeah, I'll show you them both running alright. So stand by for a bit of racket for a minute. Oh. That was just a dead section of track due to a dodgy point motor that I've got in there. That one stopped on that level crossing as usual. We'll watch this one go up through the points. Trips, as you can see, I was on eBay, Temu a while ago, and I bought some of these clumps. These ones are kind of hard, but I think they look quite effective. I've stuck them in down here, and I got a pack of little ones. These. Now I'm quite impressed with these wee ones. They're, you get hundreds of them in a box. I'll show you the box. That's a box with them all in it. There's absolutely hundreds of them. And for the money, they're excellent, you know, they are superb. I've also added in some air round about the engine shed and the water cranes and that. I've done some more bushes along the back here. So aye, it's all getting there. Another thing I want to talk about is the locomotives and the model railway manufacturers. Now, these old jintys I've got, they run brilliant, they're easy to fix. I've got a few Lima models down there that are really good, easy to fix, they look the part. I've also got a few Ringfield Hornby motors, models, that are really, really good. Also easy to fix, easy to maintain. Now my argument is, you get a lot of models out there now that are highly detailed and stuff like that. You get bits strapping off them, they're an absolute nightmare to repair. Is there a manufacturer out there who's prepared to bring out cheaper models that are easy to repair, that have got some detail on them at a reasonable price? Now, alright, we've got the Hornby Railroad range, but it's going up and up and up in price. Now, you can argue that the price of shipping and fuel and tooling and all that kind of stuff is contributing to the price rises in these things. But it was only a couple of years ago you could get a fully blown, highly detailed, all singing, all dancing, brand new model for 150 quid. Now you're getting a basic model at 150 quid. I reckon that there's somebody out there could make basic diesels, basic steam locomotives for £100 a pop. Now, I don't know. I'm not an economics expert or anything like that, you know. But I think there is a market out there, and there is a business opportunity out there for somebody to bring out reasonably priced, reasonably detailed, easy to maintain locomotives that will last for years. Just a thought, guys. Put your answers in the comment, what you think in the comments. If you think that that would be a good thing, whether it would be possible, or whether I'm just talking rubbish. You know, so Hornby are still using the old tooling for like the old class 47s, old 31s, and there's stuff they bought off of Lima. There's good quality tooling that's paid for itself years ago. So why are the locomotives still so expensive? And they've got rubbish motors on them. You know, I like the Ringfields because they're easy to work on. Alright, they take up a load of room and they don't look great, but they're reliable. And to get youngsters into this hobby, you need cheap, reliable models. All singing, all dancing models are great for if you've got the money. You know, if you're no 16, 17 years old, and it's not going to be a week's wages to buy one of these things. You know, there's a good opportunity there for somebody. Anyway, that's me. Alright, I'll leave you a couple of running shots of what I've got going in the track anyway. Alright guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers and out. Bye. This first one, it's a Hornby Black 5 pulling assorted backing in Hornby coaches. I know the head code on it shows it's an express freight, but this one's my little Hornby J15, which I just fixed because the front wheels were wobbling all over the place, and I managed to get it sorted, no bother. That's pulling some of my kits, some of my backmen. I think there's a Daypol in there as well.